Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to my channel. And as you can see, I've got a wonderful, amazing project manager. Yeah. And yeah, I actually work with her. She's my project manager, and she inspires me actually. And I just wanted to also bring those inspiration even to the people out there. And yeah, Carol, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, awesome. So I'm Fidel. I'm from Red Panda. As Femi said, I'm his development project manager, and I've been in this role. Actually, it's a year. Yeah, it's
Wow!
been a year.
Yay!
Yeah, I just celebrated my anniversary.
Awesome.
But yeah, before that, I was a Scrum Master.
Okay, that's nice. Awesome.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I've got some questions for you. We're just
Mhm.
gonna start with the first one, which is, what is it like being a development project manager?
Okay, so if there's one place that I grew, I would say it's at Red Panda as a DPM, which is short for Development Project Manager. This role is not for the weak spirited. It's very challenging because it pushes you to be more of who you actually are. And it's rewarding because you have the power to support a team to become the best versions of themselves.
Awesome. It's really good.
Hmm.
And in terms of, let me just ask like a following question. So, in terms of
Mm.
your actual team, right? Are you happy with us?
Definitely. I'm very happy to be with you guys. And I'm not saying that because I'm on your channel, but because it's actually true. I mean, I think that I learn more from you guys than what you learn from me. And I don't just mean technology wise, I'm talking about how you deal with certain aspects and certain challenges that we have, always with poise and grace, which is amazing. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Sure.
Question two: what do you expect from your development team?
So I just expect the people that I work with to do their very best. I want
Yeah.
them to grow and expand and to push themselves so that they know what they are capable of. I want them to admit when they need help, and I
Yeah.
want them to be able to be self managing. So, the point of a Scrum Master, which was what I was before becoming a DPM, is to empower a team so that the team can run without them. So
Mm.
a DPM is very similar. If I can do that, then I know I've accomplished what I set out to do.
Oh, awesome. Because
Hmm.
in terms of actually, a team, raising up their hands when they need help, that's one of the, challenging part. And especially when it comes to, like, let's say deadlines. You know what, there are cases where we've got deadlines to meet, and for some reason, um, the team doesn't really want to say that they're stuck. Yeah, they're keeping
Yeah.
quiet and all that. How do you think we can address this? Like, how do you think we should be able to address this kind of issue where people are just gonna keep quiet and they're not gonna say much?
So that's where the retros come in, like where we address certain issues with each other because it's supposed to be a very safe space. But
Mm,
more than that, um, it takes courage to admit that you don't know something. So I would
mm,
encourage the team to just be courageous. Even if they don't want to approach everybody, they can approach someone that they are close to or that they connect with. They can approach me at any time saying that they are stuck with something. I may not be able to physically code, but I will get someone who will
mm.
be able to assist them as much as possible.
Awesome, because it's more about like getting the team to work together, to collaborate,
Exactly. Yeah.
and actually assist each other and become better as they go along. And
Yeah.
because that's what we want to achieve, where we have a lot of more hands doing things rather than just few people having the knowledge and not really actually sharing the knowledge. Because I could say that one of my struggle as well is, even before I in my past years when I was still a junior software engineer, one of the things that I struggle with is not being able to speak up, because I feel like if I speak up and say I'm stuck, it actually raises some sort of like a red flag
Flag,
to
yeah.
the project managers. They see me as not being competent, and they
Mm.
see me as not being, like not adding value. And and that is why, and that's why I'm asking this, that like how can we manage that people don't see it as, no, it's going into your performance review, you always getting stuck.
You know what? No, actually, it's not about you always getting stuck. Firstly, obviously, I mean, deadlines are important. We have to
Mm,
be able to meet them, and we have to deliver the best to of our ability. But if you're unable to do something, it's important for you to at least raise your hand rather than sit with an issue forever and then you further delay the project. I think the only reason why people will say you forever asking for help is when the project is being delayed. So
mm,
rather ask help and then take it from there. That's what a team is all about. It's not about just one person's effort and
yes,
that person carrying the team. It's about
yes,
teamwork, pair programming, doing
yes.
whatever you need to do to get stuff done.
Exactly. I love that, actually. Actually, like, we need to do things together to get to get
Yeah.
things done, because there's this actual proverb. It says that if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, it said go together.
Yes. And you know what? I can actually agree with that
Yeah.
because I mean it takes endurance and you have to be able to share the load between yourself
Mm.
and your team members. It's not about one person just carrying the team. You have to work together. That's what teamwork is about, apart from just
Exactly.
like making jokes and having fun.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And the thing is, some people actually bottle things up and they burn out because they just
Yes.
keep on going and carrying the team. They don't say anything, and then they just lose it and resign. Like,
Exactly. And you know what? If you don't address that issue within yourself, that you are able to express and say that you require assistance, you're just going to encounter the same problem at another team because it's not necessarily about management, it's about you and how you can address certain issues. And it does take courage, but and obviously it's not going to be elegant at first, when you address it, but it takes time and it takes effort. So yeah, just be there for yourself too.
exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. That is good. Let's move on to the next question.
Sure.
Question 3. What are the things you don't want in your development team? Like your
So
no-nos.
so I'm very lucky. The teams that I work with is amazing. But what I would like to see more in the team is being self sufficient, meaning
Mm,
that they don't need to wait to do something. They can
mm,
take the initiative to follow up on queries or do investigations. Doing investigations is very important before you start your work.
mm,
Making sure that you understand the requirement and you know what is expected of you to be done. If
mm,
you are unable to do that, then obviously you are going to paint yourself into a corner that you are unable to get out of. So it's
mm, mm,
important for you to do the necessary research before you start on anything.
mm,
So even if it means raising your hand and saying, Ferial, can you please arrange a meeting with XYZ? I will do that.
mm,
I
mm,
will even facilitate. I will even record it if you want me to. But take that initiative to do the necessary groundwork.
mm. So you don't like, what I would say is, if I can rephrase this, is you don't like people just rushing into things.
Well, you know what? It's not about what I like and what I don't like. It's what
Okay.
I see is important for a team to achieve their goals. So,
Yeah.
with any type of project, you need to do the necessary groundwork and ensure that you've got the necessary tools. Otherwise, it's like digging in the dark or, doing an archaeology project, but using
Mm,
your hands to dig instead of having the necessary tools. So you need
mm,
to make sure
mm,
that everything is there for you. And if it's not, that's when you speak up and you say, Ferial, I need your support.
mm. And also, I just want to ask, like, another question which is related to this, which is
Mm,
basically around estimates. because
Oh,
we devs, we tell you're gonna do it in 2 days, but it ends up being 5 days.
you see, the thing with
Yeah.
estimates is that you need to take the investigation also into consideration. So it
Mm,
may be 2 days to do the actual development, but it will take you a day to do investigation or 2 days to do investigation. So always keep that in mind as well when you're doing your estimates. And also don't underestimate because you're building an expectation with the stakeholder. So they're going to expect you to be done in 2 days. Meanwhile, it's going to really take you 5 days. And I know that devs are amazing. They can do amazing things, but always build in a little bit of that, just a little bit,
mm,
to cover yourself if something goes wrong or the development is not going the way that you want it to. I know I've been a credit risk analyst and I used to do like coding and I used to break my head. And one of my mistakes, and this is why I'm telling you, I'm from experience, is not doing the necessary research and understanding the requirement properly.
that's very key. So we need to understand the requirements before we even start writing code.
Yeah,
Like we need to really understand and say, yes, I do understand what needs to happen, and I know it's gonna take me 2 days, and that would include all the necessary admins, the
mm,
tests, speaking to the clients, like anything you can think of has to like be
exactly.
factored in into
And
the
also,
estimation.
please log it. Log everything that you have done so that,
Yeah.
the next time you have something similar, you know what it is to look for.
Yeah, that is key actually, which is good. Tracking everything that
Yeah, yeah.
we plan to do, which is really good. Okay, let's move on to the actual the final. There's no final question. It's just around your final words, and also like what can you tell people that really wants to come into the space. What are your advice to them? Like how can they prepare for it as well?
Okay, so final word. So IT is a very exciting place to be. It's very demanding, so be prepared for that.
Mm,
However, it builds character and it tests your creativity and endurance, much
mm,
like a marathon. Always do your best no matter what.
mm,
Learn, grow, and adapt because old thinking and old habits will just keep you behind.
mm,
Always be resilient.
mm,
And well, with any kind of job, anything that you do. I mean, I,
yeah.
I started off as a bank teller
Mm,
and, I learned, grew,
mm,
sorry, and adapted
mm,
to all of the situations and circumstances that I found myself in.
mm.
And that's the best way to take everything that you've learned and, put it into the team that you are in.
Mm. Perfect. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is
Yeah, this was
awesome.
great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And I
this
hope
was
you guys
awesome.
really also enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I need you guys to watch this video,
Yes,
comment,
please.
let us know what is going on. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.